Well, it says I'm live, so I guess I just gotta wait for some of y'all to get here. Hi, everybody. For those of you watching the playback, it's CG. Hey, Christy, how are you, babe? Can you hear me okay? Hey, Bolly. Merry Christmas, honey. It is flipping cold, y'all. Awesome, good. It is 40 degrees in this shop. I just turned the little heater on. You know what I'm talking about, Christy? That little stand tower heater thing? It's sitting literally right in front of me, blowing this way, so hopefully I'll warm up pretty quick. It's freaking cold. And I'm looking over there at stuff. There's a Walmart box, which I don't know what that is. I'll have to go get nosy here in a minute. There's a gift basket that came from the church. The church down at the end of the road gave us a gift basket for Christmas, which was really nice. Anyway, what's everybody else up to? Hi, Benz. How are you, darling? Merry Christmas, honey. What's everybody up to tonight? Oh, goodness. It's cold. It says there's nobody here on my thing. It says live chat, 0 people. Oh, thank you so much. I've missed everybody. I am definitely going to try now that we've got decent internet. You guys getting the picture and sound and everything okay? Is it better than it used to be? I'm hoping. Allie, Merry Christmas, my sweet lady. Mwah, I love you. Hey, Carrie, how are you, darling? Hey, Bub. How are you, Bubba? How are the girls? Everybody doing all right? Carrie, is it cold there? The outside temp here at the moment is 35. It's, according to this heater in front of me, it's 40 in the shop, but I got it set to, I just turned it on right before I hit go live, so it'll take a few minutes, but at least it's blowing heat straight on me, so. Oh, thank you, good. I hear you. I was snuggled under my blankets, and I got out of under my blankets to come hang out with y'all, so I hope y'all appreciate it, by golly. Just messing with you. I was snuggled under blankets watching a movie. I'm not sure with the holiday and all that. I'm not sure how many people are going to actually make it. And I didn't promote it, so I didn't put it on my Facebook or anything like I normally do. I didn't send the notifications out early. I didn't. In fact, if it wasn't for Christy, I almost forgot it was Wednesday. So everybody here is doing really well. Andy is down at the neighbors. He probably forgot it was going live night, even though he's been pestering me for the last 2 weeks about it. And then when I did the video the other day, if you haven't seen it, I did just a little 10-minute car chat the other day. We just caught up on a few things. And I had mentioned in there that I was going to get my live story back up because we did finally get the fiber optic internet into here. So we've got, pretty decent internet. Well, we have it all the way to the shop, which is crazy. Andy is great, obviously, because he's in the same building that the router is in his camper. And I had signal all the way to my gate, but once you pass my gate, there was no signal, which was crazy. And we're guessing that this metal building that we're in was blocking the signal. So I had to buy a booster, a signal booster, and we put it here in the shop. So it's midways between the two. So I finally got my TV and my phone and stuff to connect there. I don't have the strongest signal. Like I have 2 to 3 bars, give or take, where there's full bars here. But it's enough for me to do what I need to do, and I'm able to stream stuff finally, so. Okay, Bub, you do that. He probably got the notification, whether he pays attention to it, I don't know, but. Yeah, I think it was supposed to be something like, I'm going to look for a minute. Hold on, I won't be able to see chat for a minute, but Y'all bear with me, and I'll tell you what it's going to be here on Christmas Day. It's supposed to warm up again, I believe. Like right now, it's 35, and the low tonight is 27. It's been cold the last several nights. Yeah, 59 tomorrow, 68 Saturday, which Saturday's Christmas, right? Yeah, Saturday, our high is 73 and low of 55. So I'll be in shorts on Christmas. I'll be going to Christmas dinner in shorts. I'm like crazy, right? Yeah, same here. Ugh. I don't have my heater faced right, y'all. Give me just a second. It's kind of crooked. Okay, that's better. Hey, Camo. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? Merry Christmas. It's hard to believe it's almost here, and that this year has just flown by. I'm like, what in the world? What in the world? What in the world, y'all? So anybody got special plans for Christmas? Going to family or family coming there? What are y'all doing for Christmas? Andy and I obviously will be going over to his mama's. She's cooking. It's quite funny because, you know, buddy is so tight this year, especially with me not having about working. Hey, Rosanna, how are you, sweetheart? Your birthday is on Saturday. Well, happy birthday early in case I forget. I'll probably see it on Facebook, but just in case I don't. Well, you're welcome to run away, Christy. We got space for you all lined up. But his mama's cooking. I know that much. So we'll be going over there for supper. But anyway, I'm saying because money is so tight this year, especially with me not working, I'm barely making ends meet as it is. So everybody decided to do a Dollar Tree Christmas. So everybody's gifts from the family this year for his mama and daddy and myself and Andy and everybody are from the dollar store. And we spent, I think, $12 a piece on each person. So there's varying items up for grabs. Like I know what all Andy's were because I helped pick them out, and I have no idea which all she's picking out for me. I don't know, but I had Ricky's gift already. I bought it back when I was in Ohio and had intended to give it to him then, and then it got lost somehow, and we couldn't find it anywhere, and I found it the other day cleaning out some stuff. So I thought, well, I'll just hang on to it and give it to him now for Christmas. So I have that. And then, of course, Jones, I made her wreath. I think you guys saw her wreath. But actually, my health is doing really well. I did do a good health update, too. If you want a little bit more detailed, the video that I just did the other day, the car chat, I talked about it. But it only says it's 18 there. Whew. Cold. That's strange for California. Oh, that's wonderful, Allie. What a wonderful way to spend an evening. And I love looking at the lights. Yeah, 2021's been bad. But it is what it is. I mean, it just is what it is. You know, life's going to throw stuff at you no matter what you do. You just have to deal with it and do your best to keep going and keep putting one foot in front of another and do the best you can with what you have. That's all you can do. I mean, and trust and have lots of faith, because I have a ton of faith. Lordy, do I have a ton of faith. It has gotten me through so much, but anyway, I did Jones wreath. As far as my health, it's actually doing much better. I said I went into it in a lot more detail on the car chat that I just did the other day, but for the brief synopsis, all of my lab work came back great. My kidney and liver's in good shape. My A1C is 6.6, I think it was. And that's without medication. That's just controlled by diet, which is really good. My blood pressure is under control as long as I keep taking my meds. Everything's doing really well. And y'all are going to have to forgive the sniffling and coughing in here. It is so dusty with all the sawdust everywhere. And it kicks my allergies in really bad. So y'all forgive me if I get a little sniffly or whatever. I apologize. There's not much I can do about it. But oh, that is so awesome. My new baby on Christmas Eve. Bub, you know I've always got smiles for you, honey. I wish I had enough to help others and to give to others. I really wish I did. I just don't. So it is kind of what it is. But what a blessing on the baby on Christmas Eve. Oh, thank you for watching so much. I know I need to get back into things now that we've got stuff settle down here. I got yeah, I've been seeing a lot of them, Carrie, but I still get them because I still have my Houston stuff uploaded. It's crazy, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Krim, how are you, my darling? It is so awesome to see you. Merry Christmas, darling. If you guys don't know Grim Reaper, y'all go check him out. He does have a channel. He's probably one of the nicest people you'll ever meet here. He's one of those few people that's just kind of straight up and honest. And I've missed you, darling. How are things going for you? How are you? We kind of lost contact for a little while, and most of that's my fault because I just kind of took a hiatus, but I am so happy to see you, darling. So y'all go check him out if you don't know. Go share some love with Grim Reaper. You'll see him in your chat. I cut all my hair off, Grim. Did you chat? I don't because I know last time I saw you, I still had all the long hair, didn't I? Gosh, I think last time we actually talked, I was still in Texas, wasn't I? Was I still in Texas? I think so, because I'm in Tennessee now. But gosh, I think so. I might have just moved to Tennessee, but I don't think so. I think I was still in Texas. Carrie. I tell you what, I have a friend that's that she got in trouble for spoiling her granddaughter and not having enough boundaries, or so to speak. And I started laughing. I said, well, you just tell your daughter that that's why we have grandkids, so we can spoil them rotten and send them home to you. I don't have to have boundaries. I'm a grandma. It's a part of the fun. I tell you, I have a good friend of mine. She was my roommate in Texas, and I've known her for many years other than that, or Christy. And my twisted sister. And her birthday is Christmas Day. And we had a tradition, which I kind of helped get going one time. I was like, that's crazy. It's, everything was always about Christmas. And one year I just decided, you know what? This is nuts. We're going to have a birthday party. So everybody had Christmas with the families in the morning and stuff. And when we all got done, I went over there and took down the Christmas decorations in the garage, which is, we called the annex. It's where everybody hung out. And we decorated it for a birthday party and gave her a birthday party that night. And everybody would just hang out, playing darts, listening to music, playing dominoes, whatever we wanted to do, and chit-chatting and playing music. And it was a grand old time. We'd have a birthday party for her. So I think it's important to make sure that birthdays are still recognized, because so many kids that I know that are born on or near that, they kind of get cheated, You got a good point, Carrie. They grow up fast too. They do. They really do. See, you get cheated, Miss Allie. I hate that for y'all. Bub, I saw one. We did get some, and there's one that touched down less than 2 miles from here. But I saw it forming literally right across the street. I was watching out the camper window, and all I have is a camper, so I'm watching this steadily. Andy's kind of tucked back in the trees. He's in a camper, but he's tucked back in some trees right up on either side of him. So even if it blew him around a little bit, he'd just get hit on the trees. He wouldn't fly off, and mine's not. It's out in the open. So when it comes to bad storms, we tend to watch them. And the one good thing I think we have going for us is that we are kind of in a bowl. Our driveway is pretty steep downhill, and we're just in this little bowl like this. So everything tends to kind of just skirt the edge of the bowl and go around us either this way or that way. But I literally stood there and watched the funnel forming, across the street, right across the street, and thinking, oh, good Lord, please don't let that touch down here. Please don't let that touch down. And one of our neighbors, I saw them drive by on the way to the shelter because they had seen it too. And it ended up forming right here. And as it was spinning away, I saw it just start to drop. And it actually dropped about 1.5 miles from here. So fortunately, it hit a wooded area. It did a lot of damage to the trees and all, but minor, minimal damage to structures and stuff. But Those same systems came through here, but Kentucky definitely got it worse than we did. I'm glad you guys are all okay, bub. We don't have to be alone, Kira. You got us. You cut all that gorgeous hair off? What were we thinking, Grim? What were we thinking? I'm going to have to go check it out. You'll have to... Do you still have my email, The Country Girl? If not, it's in the description of most of my videos. I don't know if I put it in the description of here, but it's The Country Girl. If you still got it, send me your new channel for sure. Or if you have a link on this one, I can go find it. But we definitely need to catch up. But last time I talked to you, you were pretty busy. I know you were kind of backing off a little bit on what you were doing online, too, because you were just so busy. And yeah, I was still in Texas. I'm in Tennessee. My company transferred me to Memphis. And I was there for, I don't know, a year and a half, maybe? Just over a year. And I ended up buying land out here in Beach Bluff, which is about 2 hours away. And I commuted every day for a while, for probably 6 months or better. I commuted. And I just got so tired of it. I thought, you know what? At my age, I'm gonna move and semi-retire. I'll find something to do here to keep me busy. My land is really inexpensive, so wasn't another big deal. So yeah, I ended up moving out here. I met Andy actually through some mutual friends online through Fam. And then it was funny because he lived in Alabama, I lived in Texas. We were just talking as friends, and I got transferred to Memphis and his family bought land here and we ended up meeting in the middle, so to speak. But Tennessee's definitely different from Texas for sure. It's been a change. Hey, Mary Lou, how are you? Mary Beth, Mary Lou, listen to me. How are you, Mary Beth, darling? It is in the description. Okay, great. Thank you. So it's in the description. Wow, 16 of us here. Yay. How are you doing, Mary Beth? I know this is going to be a rough Christmas for you, honey. There are so many of us in our community that are going to be struggling this season, with first time without loved ones, and it's going to be a rough season for so many of us, and I just try to keep everybody in my prayers. That's awesome, Grim. It's just one of those reasons I've always admired you, your work with the veterans, and you know that. We've talked about it before. I just absolutely love it, and that is wonderful. I cut mine off because the rheumatoid arthritis got so bad for a while there that I couldn't lift my arms. I couldn't raise them up, and I was struggling to try and keep my hair in somewhat of a semblance of brushed every day, and I was not succeeding at it, and I decided to heck with it. I'm just going to cut it off short and make it easier for me to take care of. So it's a little shorter than I intended it to be, but she kind of cut it too short on one cut. Well, how's that? And I said, well, I guess I don't have much choice now, do I? I can't exactly leave one piece up here and the rest down there. So yeah, it's been about 3 months, but it's grown since then. Reaper Declassified. All right, well, y'all go check it out. Reaper Declassified. I don't have any of my mods here. I'd have them put a link up for you, but Bub, yes, I am. I've actually applied for it. It's part of what's making it tough is I can't really go back to work because if I go back to work, then I won't apply for Social Security for disability. So, you know how that goes. All right, sweetheart, be good. Merry Christmas, honey. Did you really? Well, I'm definitely going to have to go check that one out. Oh, good. Christy found your channel. Y'all go over and visit Grim, and you make sure you tell him CG sent you. Full on Mohawk. I got to go check that one out, honey. Yes, she did. She lost her husband this past June. Bless her heart. Smitty had been sick for quite a while, had been battling stuff for quite some time. So, I mean, it was harsh and it was sad, but he's up there with the good Lord watching over her, though. We know he is. But it's going to be a tough month, a tough holiday season for a lot of people this year that have lost loved ones. So throughout our community, there's many of them. But keep them in your prayers. That's pretty cool. Let's see. The entire family's in town. Son's birthday's today. Oh, that's cool, Kiri. Yeah, I have mad, and anybody that's been with me long enough knows I have mad respect for our veterans and our soldiers and our, all of our men and women that serve, and mad respect for them. And I want to say last time, Grim, that I was getting ready for the big Thanksgiving thing we did in Houston every year, I think, with the veterans. Close to the last time I'd spoken to you, maybe. But back in Houston, I always worked with the local VFW hall, and I'd do some donations and collect stuff for people, and then I'd go over there and help prepare meals and pass them out, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. You just haven't lived until you have helped to debone 85 turkeys. It takes a while, let me tell you. You're right, it is, Christy. That's true. You were just kind of getting off the ground, I think, last time we talked, so you're doing much better then, huh? I did manage to quit smoking, Greg. I do have my vape, and it gets me by, but I did quit smoking. It's been February, will be 2 years. That was crazy too, let me tell you. One of the hardest things I've ever had to do. Ever. So is everybody ready for Christmas, or you got more shopping to do? Excuse me. Needed something to drink. Oh, congratulations, Grim. I am so happy for you. I know how hard you've worked for that. I am so happy for you, darling. Angel's ready for Christmas, huh? I watched, there's and I don't remember the name of the channel. I'll have to try and remember it. If I can remember it, I'll go back and put it in the description of this after the video's done processing. But they do storage auctions and stuff, and that kind of, they buy storage units and whatever. Well, they collect all year long and save money, and then they do one huge garage sale. They do garage sales 3 or 4 times a year, and everything at their garage sale is $1, and they're freaking huge. You can imagine how much stuff comes out of storage units. So all of the small stuff that they can't sell on eBay and all that kind of stuff, but there's so much stuff, and you wouldn't believe how much stuff they have. And they do these huge garage sales where literally everything at the garage sale is $1. And I've seen them put TVs out there and game stations and everything from clothing and toys and blankets and sheets and dishware and knickknacks and electronics. I mean, everything you can imagine. And then they take all of this and they save it up and they do one huge one for charity every year, right before Thanksgiving. And there are people and some of their subscribers and stuff and other people that come from all across the country to go to their garage sale, and they'll buy 2 or 3 things or maybe spend $5 and then give them a $100 bill because it is for charity, that the rest of it all goes to charity. So I watched the one, got the fudge made tomorrow. Yummy. I watched their Christmas one where they actually go and they bought. So they went into a Five Below store, literally, and bought every single toy in Five Below. They spent a little over $4,000. Literally cleared their shelves, top to bottom, floor to floor, every toy in the store. And I'm sure they had to arrange it ahead of time with the manager and all that. to be able to do that. But then they went to this local park and they rented out a pavilion tent thing, and they had a little system where every child got to spin their wheel, and whatever number you landed on was the number of gifts you got to go in and pick out. And they just had them all over the floors and the tables and everywhere. And they ranged anywhere from 5 through 10. And there was one of them that said, spinner's choice. And one of them said something else, last ticket, last one around or something. I don't know what they were. But anyway, and the kids would just go spin the wheel and whatever number they got, that's how many toys they got to go in and pick out. And they had a Five Below bag for them. Well, toward the end, they still had quite a few toys left, but they were, people out there that still needed to go, and it started raining. So they gave every family got a big garbage bag, like a 33-gallon garbage bag, and they had 1 minute to put everything in that bag they could fit in it. Anything they wanted, each family got 1 minute to get as much as they wanted. So the kids got to help, the parents got to help everybody, just throwing, it was crazy. They gave away just under $5,000 worth of free toys to needy kids, to parents that needed their help with their kids. And I thought that was amazing. I'll have to find it. It's something treasure hunting with Jeebus or something. I'll have to go find it. Yeah, deboning all the chickens is work, isn't it? I'm sorry, I'm catching up on your comments. Hey, Scott, how are you, darling? Coffee and caffeine. Look at you go, girl. That's true, Mary Beth. Could take a while. But yeah, I thought that was pretty awesome thing for them to do. And they do it, they're blessed to be able to do it. So I had tea earlier. Yes, this is a Sonic cup, as you can see. I had tea earlier. Andy and I went into town and had to get him some carbon paper. When he does some of his wood burning, we find whatever it is that he's wanting, or whoever sends him a picture of what they want or whatever. We print it out, and he uses carbon paper to trace it onto the wood. And then he goes back and takes the wood burning kit and, follows the picture and fades it where it needs to be or whatever. He just gets a basic outline on the wood for him to follow. So we had to get him some carbon paper because he's got some stuff to do. He did. I don't know if you guys saw it. I know I shared it on my Facebook. He did an island butcher block top for some people. It was long. It was like 3 foot long, I think, and I don't remember how wide this way, but it was 3 inches thick. That thing was so gorgeous, you guys. Oh my gosh, that thing was absolutely gorgeous. Bo's doing really well. He's over there in the heat, staying warm at the moment. He's okay. Absolutely. I don't have a problem doing that. I do not have a problem doing that. I'm happy to help wherever I can. There's we found a thrift store over here that does a lot of camouflage clothing. And every once in a while, you'll come through some authentic, which were uniforms. They were, because they've still got the name patches and stuff on them. And, they aren't just generic camo pants that you buy from the store. I've got Andy a really nice jacket from there that just keeps him so warm. And every once in a while, they do get some stuff in there. I'll go over there and talk to them and see what they've got in stock. I'd be happy to do that. And I'm assuming I'd be able to just mail it to you, huh? I don't have the money. As long as you have the money for it, I'm happy to do it. The legwork I can do. But I said I haven't worked in a year and a half now. Golly, it's been a while. Living on savings and the help of friends, and I've been very blessed. But it was really funny. Who was I talking to the other day about that? I don't remember who I was talking to, but it's probably the first time in my life ever that I've just not had 2 or 3 full-time jobs and struggling to keep up with all of the bills and all of the credit cards and the, the expense accounts and the this. And it is so nice to just not really have to worry about that. There's land and there's electricity to pay for, but and you got to eat, but not to have credit cards and expense accounts and furniture bills and all this recurring crap. It is so nice to be free from all of that, but it's a little strange too. It's a little strange, but I'm okay. Hey, Granny, how are you doing, darling? Merry Christmas, honey. Oh, well, I don't need a finder's fee. I love to help. I will keep an eye out for sure, though. I probably need to just send you an email one day with my phone number in it. We can just chit chat, but I will definitely go check the one that I know of. Like I said, they get a lot of military stuff in there. So sometimes they have them, sometimes they don't. I mean, it just kind of, they go pretty quickly. Like you said, a lot of people love to find the authentic stuff, but I will absolutely do that. So I was thinking, I don't know what you guys think of it. Sometime Christmas Day, maybe in the evening or something, like after all the family stuff's calmed down and everybody's just kind of chilling out at home and sleeping off all those hearty meals and all that fun stuff. I thought about doing just a Christmas live where we just talk about how our evening went, maybe sing some Christmas carols, that kind of stuff, just to kind of close it out. I don't know. I thought about doing that. What do you guys think? Sorry, I'm trying to watch your chat as well, so. Graham, is it cold up there, honey? I'm actually not freezing to death with this heater facing straight at me, thank goodness. I'm not sure I could sit out here if I didn't do that, but Christy said that sounds good. I was thinking kind of in the evening. Oh, well, thank you, darling. Well, I will definitely keep my eye out. And I will. I'll send you my number, hon. Ains likes the idea of a Christmas evening live. Yeah, it is pretty close to freezing here. Actually, we're going down to 29 tonight, so it'll be below freezing here. Again, for like the third, fourth night in a row. But then we're going to warm up again. Like I said, we're going to be warm on Christmas. I'll be wearing shorts. Oh, that'll be fun, Mary Beth. I just thought it might be a fun way to close out the evening and the season, and as everybody starts to move toward the new year and everything that's going on, and might be fun to just hang out and kind of have a quiet wrap up to the day, something just relaxing, It'll be wonderful. Ooh. Graham, do you still have the same email from before? Because I think I can probably find it. I am in Beach Bluff, which is, if you know where Jackson, Tennessee is, Beach Bluff's about 24 miles southeast of Jackson. Like, it's almost directly midways between Memphis and Nashville. It's almost exactly in the middle. It's Jackson, Tennessee, and then I'm 25 miles south. Beach Bluff is the name of the town. A little small town, out in the country. I mean, it's 20 minutes to the nearest gas station or convenience store, and another 10 to 15 if you want to go to Walmart or anything like that. I mean, you got to go into town. You literally have to go into town. But I love it out here. It's so peaceful and quiet, and the area is beautiful with the trees everywhere and all the animals. And Andy has all of his animals. I feel like I live on a zoo. Okay, awesome. That'll work. I'll send it to one of them. Probably be in the morning, though, because by the time I get done here, I'm going to go grab something to eat, get cleaned up, and it'll be time to start settling in. But I will definitely get it to you. I'll get it to you. But I don't always have cell service at home. I always have my internet. So if you ever really need to get a hold of me in a hurry, use the messenger on Facebook. And I tell that to everybody. I have internet at home. So, and for whatever reason, if I try to do the Wi-Fi calling on mine, it never does it. It tells me it can't. And I don't know what the deal is or why, but yeah, we're going to be 73 here. So I'll be in shorts Christmas Day. That's for sure. That's for true. The pigs and the guineas are not quiet. Oh my God. The pigs are better now because she is out of her heat. So now they're into just settling down and chilling and they don't make much noise. But when she's in season, oh my gosh. Horrible. Rosanna, I don't know. I would have to Google it, honey. Not sure where Spring City is, baby. But now the guineas. The guinea hens drive me nuts. They are the noisiest, most annoying birds. But since we've got them, there are no ticks and no fleas. And we don't have to treat our dogs with chemicals. We don't, nothing. Our dogs are tick and flea free. Now that's a mouthful for you. But the guineas control all of that. So we don't have to worry about them right here in the yards. And that's a definite benefit, which is the only reason that the annoying birds are still alive. But yeah. Yeah. They are noisy as all get out, especially in the morning. And they like to come sit right by my bedroom window in the morning on the gate and announce themselves, so to speak. Noisy as all get out. They are, yeah, Bub's been out here. They are in BF. We live out in the middle of BF. You're right. Cher came down, and the first time Cher and them came through, it was nighttime. We met him up at the truck stop out on I-40, and, it's a good 30 minutes from there to the house. But I told him, I said, just follow along. And about halfway through here, Cher sending me a text message like, why am I hearing banjos? And I started laughing. I said, just keep us in sight. You'll be fine. Hey, Daniel, how are you? I have not seen one around here. I have not. Had one in Houston. I named him Who. Who did that? Yep, he sure did. I have not seen one here, though. I do believe in their existence, but that's a crazy one. Okay. Winston Warlock. Okay. Why did your wife leave you? I have a feeling this is going to get interesting in a minute, and I don't have any mods here. This should be fun. Yeah, that's pretty much it, Carrie. That's pretty much what they want to. That's about feeding time. Do the fans? Oh, yeah, there's a fan behind me in there. But no, it doesn't. Not. And they're not on at the moment. It's just kind of sitting there. Obviously, it's a little too cold for that. My hand is freezing, y'all. I'm holding out in front of this heater for a second. But the heater helps, and having my comfy helps too, because this thing is so warm. But I'm okay with it. I'm good to go. So what else should we talk about, y'all? We got 20 minutes left. What else would y'all like to talk about? Lord of mercy. Trying to think if there's anything else we didn't talk about. I do get to give Andy grief, though, for not being here tonight. Because he's the one who's been pestering the crap out of me to get back to doing my lives. And now he's not here. Mm-hmm. So I will at least get to give him a little bit of grief over that, right? What wedding? Not here. Not in this household. No. Andy got a Christmas gift from somebody with said to go get you whatever he wanted, send him some cash, and he went and got some more. What do you call the long clamps so he can make the larger boards and the butcher blocks and all that, because he only had enough clamps with the big long ones to do one at a time, and he had like this last time he had orders for 3 of them, so he put that and got some more clamps so he can get some more stuff out of the shop going. Oh, you know I will, Christy. Chris is still waiting. Chris is gonna be waiting a while. No, I have not seen any. I don't go to the movies. It's expensive. It's expensive. I don't go to movies. If it's not on Netflix or YouTube, I probably haven't seen it, and that's just reality. I do buy some CDs, though. I am going to get back into making some videos. I am going to do that. Oh, goodness, bub. I am going to. I did a, my Christmas gift for my mom was a new electric skillet. And it's actually a really nice skillet. It's kind of a rectangular shape, and it's very deep. It's like 3.5 inches deep. It holds 10.5 quarts, I think. So it's a nice, big, I can do soups and stews and everything that I want. And so I made, believe it or not, I made lasagna in an electric skillet. And I was going to tape it, and then I thought, no, I've never done this before, and I may have to do something to make it come out right. So I didn't want to give you, you know what I mean? I didn't want to do a video and then something didn't work or didn't work out right. I want to make sure that when I get it perfected, I do it to give you guys something that will actually work, and measurements and what I have to do. So it came out a little bit soupy. So there's going to be some things I'm going to have to figure that out, because in order to not have to pre-cook the noodles, which I hate doing, you have to have enough liquid in there to cover them because they cook in the lasagna. But when I did that, it just slightly scorched the bottom. Not horribly, and it was just a slight scorch. It wasn't really bad, but it has to sit there for so long in order to cook the noodles. So it may be, in order to do it in the skillet, I may have to pre-cook those noodles or use the oven-ready noodles that are a little more pricey. You know what I mean? But I'm not sure. So I'm gonna play with it some more. Once I get it perfected, I'll do a video on it and show you guys. Tasted great. Oh, there's my sister. Hey, Miss Cher. Look, I have a mod here now. Thank you, Lord. What's up, Miss Cher? How are you? I know, right? There were some jokes there for a while. I should probably get back into those. Merry Christmas, my sweet sister. I love you, and I miss you. I miss you terribly. Andy said the other day we were going to have to make a trip up to your house for something. I don't remember what it was, though. He told me we were going to have to make a trip to your house. Something, was it a butcher block or the one for your stove? And I still need those measurements. You need to send me the measurements. And he said we'd have to make a trip to your house to deliver them. I said, like, that would hurt my feelings. And this time I'm the one that can go up and down the stairs with no problem. How's that for cool? Yep, deliver the cutting boards. That wouldn't hurt my feelings none. I'm not sure what he'd do with all these darn animals. It's like a freaking zoo around here. He might have to just drop me off and put me on an airplane to come home or something, or a bus. Because I don't think he could stay as long as I'd want to. I wouldn't want to just come and leave the next day, Cher. I would want to stay, because you know how I am. I'm going to go see my sister. I'm going to stay a while. Well, so far, those two have just been leaving strange messages, but if they get out of hand, there is a mod here now. She'll take care of it, trust me. She's really good at it. She loves slaying them. I do love cast iron skillets, but this was an electric skillet. And actually, did you hear that? Were you in here for that, share? I actually made lasagna in an electric skillet. Wow. Thank you, Cher. In the room, you mean I'd get to stay in the big house? Wow. She'd be like, just drop her off. We'll send her home eventually. Cotton's got your Charlie barking. It's been craziness. How are you feeling, Cher? Are you feeling better? I know you looked better the last time I saw you. With indoor plumbing too, I know I wouldn't have to go out in the cold and put extra clothing on and go climbing in. Well, I had to sit down and work my way out of the camper last time, but I wouldn't have to do that no more. My knees are actually working again. That was quite some adventure, wasn't it? Quite the adventure for sure. Yeah, everybody's missing them, but hopefully things are getting better. We did have a blast. I just used the last of my Amish butter too, Cher. Girlfriend, let me tell you, I was hoarding that stuff. I only used it for special occasion stuff, and then I used just the regular butter from there on. I got the last one out of the freezer. I cut it into quarters, like the big blocks that I got. I cut them into quarters and individually froze each one so I'd have just enough to pull out for a day or two. Or something that I just needed a couple tablespoons, but the good stuff, yeah, just use the last of my Amish butter. Oh, Carrie, she'll get lots of good information then. She will definitely get lots of information. I love it when we can help too. I don't have anything in my house that's red. I don't do red. Wait, I have a shirt. I have one shirt that's red. Yeah, I have one shirt that's red. It was a gift. I was watching Adler Farms, which I know I've told you guys before. I love to watch the little boy. I mean, I love their channel anyway. They're just kind of down home folks, but Adler cracks me up. So, but I was watching their farm the other day, and I forgot I was going to tell y'all because I just saw it. Hold on. Hey, Miss Allison, how are you, darling? What is new in your world? Oh, that's awesome, Carrie. I love helping out new people. Share if you'd like. You can just remove that person permanently. Yay, welcome back, Miss Guy. How are you, honey? Allison got her house painted, you guys. Oh my gosh, I'm in love with that house. It's like this beautiful navy blue with white trim, and it looks so good. Thank you, ma'am. It just looks so amazing. It was red when I went there to visit, and now it is this beautiful blue with white trim, and it is just gorgeous. So we were talking, Allison, that Cher's going to get some cutting boards from Andy, and And it's joking around, and he says, well, man, I'd have to make a trip back up to Cher's to go deliver them. Well, he's only going to be able to stay a night and come back because of all the animals here. And so I said, well, Cher's probably going to tell you, just drop me off. We'll send her home eventually. Maybe get him to meet me halfway or something to bring me home. But one night is not going to be enough if I go to my sister's house. So that is just about the way it's going to happen. We could go back and have another one of those salads. What was the name of that salad, Cher? Oh my gosh. Probably one of the best salads I've ever eaten. It was so good. A bad cat. Aha! Well, hey, at least it's something simple. Just plug it all back in. And then just keep driving east. Well, you know, next year, we talked about it, I'll be able to pull my retirement. I will be buying a vehicle. And once I get the actual housing situation and all that situated here and get everything done that needs to get done, I will be able to hop in my vehicle on my own and go where I want, when I want, and we'll just have lots of fun. So don't be surprised if I don't start showing up on doors, on doorsteps going, hello, it's me. I had fun at Allison's too. We had a great time. We didn't do a whole lot, but I mean, it was not a good time to be out running around with the stuff that was going on in the country, but it was so peaceful. And the bagels. Oh my gosh. I still have dreams about those bagels, girl. All right, bub. Good night. Give the girls a hug for me. I love you guys. Well, I got 8 more minutes of my stream left, y'all. So any burning desires y'all would like to talk about? Big Bear's back to making videos too. If you guys have been missing Big Bear Homestead, they've gotten their computer issues figured out and they're back to making videos. So if you haven't gone over there recently, go check them out and see some of their latest videos. Dessa made a cornucopia out of her sourdough bread, which just blew my mind. The child is so amazing. Ugh. Of course, I could go see Allie and Allison. Allie's in Boston. Well, she's outside of Boston, but... Burning desires? What you got burning desires for, Christine? Because John's no longer available. Sorry, y'all, that's a personal inside joke, but... Oh, Lord have mercy. He is down the road, Allison. I get to give him grief all night tomorrow because he's the one that's been hounding my butt to get back to doing lives and everything. And he even told me this morning, so are you going to do your live tonight? You said you would. I have video evidence that you said you would do it. You can't get out. And he's been driving me nuts, even this morning. And now he forgot all about it and he's down the road. So, yeah, I get to give him grief. He may already have his Wonder Woman. You never know. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so anybody else out there that does not know what a cornucopia is, I will be happy to describe it for you. But go watch that video and watch how she does it. She does an amazing job with it. It is so pretty. I told Denise that, Christy, I said, looks like he found his winter home, but I'm not too sure he's going to like his winter girlfriends this year. I'm not sure. That boy. Sad thing is, though, it's a waste. But hey, Sky, at least you knew what it was. Anybody else need to know what a cornucopia is? I tell everybody all the time that I am a virtual cornucopia of useless information. Does that help? Just keep stuffing it in there. Well, we got 5 minutes left, y'all. What should we talk about? Anybody got burning desires? We could do a Christmas song. Should we do one Christmas carol? Hey, no. Obviously, not everybody knows what a cornucopia is. It might be in some people's eyes be considered a little old fashioned, but for Charlie, Charlie, hush, go lay down. Well, you know, like that works. I have a beer. I know that doesn't work. I did not call you old. Oh, goodness gracious. They are just older than the people that are in your room. He said, grr. Oh, my goodness gracious, y'all. Okay, should we do one Christmas carol before we leave? If you know it, you have to sing along. And like I said, I think Christmas evening, I don't know, maybe around 5, 6 o'clock. I don't know. Y'all tell me what's a good time. We'll do an actual live, and you can sing out loud, Allison. Your kids have heard you sing before. It's okay. You stole a bunch of pumpkins today? Hey, they weren't going to throw them out anyway. Why not? Because the animals will love them. You can hum. You can sing in your head. How's that? Okay, y'all ready? City sidewalks, busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday styles. In the air there's a feeling of Christmas. Hear the snow crunch, see the kids bunch. This is Santa's big scene. But above all this bustle, you'll hear silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Those silver bells go ring-a-ling. Hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. It's one of my all-time favorites. I will tell you a story about that song. It's the very first solo I ever did in choir. I was in the 7th grade. Very first solo I ever did. I can hum. It's one of my favorites. That one and chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose. Yuletide carols being sung by a choir. And folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the seasons bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. And every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas, everybody. Mwah. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope everybody has an absolute wonderful, wonderful Christmas. I hope all of your Christmas dreams come true. I know Cher has been celebrating Hanukkah. I hope it was a wonderful season for you, full of lots of blessings. I love you all to pieces so much. Like I said, Friday or Christmas Eve or Christmas Day in the evening, probably 5 or 6 o'clock. I'll put out a notice earlier that day so you know for sure what time. We'll just hang out. We can talk about how our Christmases were and maybe sing some more songs together. But until then, good night, everybody, and Merry Christmas. Love you. Mwah.